Okay. Okay. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining our webinar on coding on the cloud. It's myself, David Russo, and also Tony Owen. We're the panelists, the webinar. This webinar contains mostly basics on Apex coding. Okay, so after this webinar, we can actually share information. I can send to you guys more information. Because this is mostly from developers that are trying to move their Java or any other language into Apex. So it's very basic, and we're only just touching the surface. Okay. Well, this is my name, David Russo. Okay, I work at the K2 University. That's a branch of K2 Partnering Solutions, which is dedicated to education mainly. Okay, here's my contact information. Anyway, I'll be sharing it with you guys after the webinar as well. So if you have any questions or any additional information we need to share, you can contact me at this email or this phone number. All right. Okay, so what is and who is K2 Partnering? Okay, so firstly, we started as you see here, as K2 Partnering Solutions solely. Okay, and we're a recruiting IT recruiting company. We're the #1 global in the market, but we felt like that wasn't enough to actually change, really impact the market. So we wanted to differentiate ourselves. And how did we do that? Well, we added these two new branches. Okay, the first one is K2 Connect, which is basically a marketplace to, share yourself, be in contact with other consultants in your world and in other worlds like Salesforce, SAP. Everybody's here together, so it's a very good place to market yourself and get to know other people that are in your business. Okay, and then the next one is K2 University, is the one I work for, and basically what we do is we found out that there wasn't enough qualified consultants. So what we try to do is teach people, to level up in their careers. And that's how K2 University was created. Okay, so the path, as you can see here, is first we train you. Okay, you level up in your career, then you join our platform, K2 Connect, where you can market yourself. And then obviously we place you in a better role that you've been before, because you didn't have that education or that connection network that we have here. And obviously you can work, globally. We're a global company with 19 offices all over the world. Okay. So what is Salesforce? Well, as you guys know, Salesforce is the #1 CRM in the world, and that's how they started. But now, like the cloud shows, they've been adding more functionalities, not only a CRM, everything is in cloud. They added things like App Exchange or the Marketing Cloud, Commerce Cloud. So it's been growing, and it's been nonstop since they started their journey as a new company, right? So 20% of the market uses Salesforce. That's a big number, because it's a lot of things out there in the market, right? So you can see how big Salesforce is. They have 3 releases. Sorry about that. They have 3 releases a year: the spring release, the summer, and the winter release. Okay, every time they update new information, and they always come up with new interesting things. Okay. Also, what is this? This is the App Exchange. Okay, so Salesforce has the App Exchange, and developers can create apps for businesses, among other things. And then they basically run like an App Store or Google Play, and companies enter here to buy the apps that they need for their specific companies, their specific needs. Okay, and like you see here, over 3,000 apps have been developed for App Exchange. I'm sorry, that being in Spanish, I'll change it, but I just told you so you understand. And 5 million apps have been downloaded. So that's a huge number. As you see here, 88% of the 114 companies, which are the biggest companies in the world, use Salesforce. Okay, this is also in the USA. 71% of USA market uses App Exchange. This is just so you can see how big this App Exchange platform is for Salesforce. Okay, here we have some important acquisitions. Okay, they have 50 yearly acquisitions. That's a lot. $2 billion in acquisition. Just imagine how much they invest in their future. This tells you that it's not going to stop. They keep growing every year, and every year exponentially. Okay, so it's not stopping. So no stopping Salesforce at the moment. Some of the biggest acquisitions lately have been Heroku and MuleSoft. Okay, you guys probably know these. They're very important apps that have been absorbed by Salesforce. Okay. Here we can see some of the differences between being a platform app builder and being a platform developer. So for the app builders, you have everything that's more drag and drop. It's less technical and easier to use. You could say that platform app builders is the next step for admins, let's say. And then after the platform app builder, you move into the developer one, which is a lot more technical role. Okay. So the tendency has been towards less code for some functions, like for example, data modules on the center, integration, multi-platform development, so you can have it in any tablet, any device. That's because it's on the cloud. So that's why it's less coding. Also, you can see here that's drag and drop, point and click. Okay, so it's a lot more user friendly, we could say, also flexible and scalable. All right. Here we have the Force platform. So basically, this is what's telling us is how it interacts with a developer's interface and then the user interface, right? So you go and type the Epic's triggers, then everything is done in the cloud, and everything that's correct is gets stored in the data storage in the cloud. If there's any errors, it goes back to the clouds before getting storage. Okay, this is all clean information. Then when you're an end user, you're getting exactly the same thing through the cloud, goes directly through the server to the storage, and it goes back to the end user interface. Okay, so this is an example of an operating page on Visualforce, and you can see how it's typed. It's a lot more clean than other languages. For example, you would click the page standard controller, contract, page block, title, edit, contract, and then you can see the end result in this next slide, how clean it is and how easy it is, right, to code with Apex. Okay, in this next one, we have a little bit so you could see the difference between the Lightning and the classic layout pages of Visualforce. Okay, so you can see how clean it is, how friendly user it is, and then you can compare it here to the classic. Just a second, still Lightning right now. Okay, this is still the Lightning experience. Okay, see, everything is much cleaner. If you're used to classic, you would probably say, "What's this?" But okay, this is the new one. And then over here you have the classic. You saw the difference. Okay, so as a language, what is Apex? Okay, well, Apex, first of all, is strongly typed. This means that it validates references to objects at compile time. Okay. Next is easy to test. So Apex provides built-in support for unit test creation, execution, and code coverage. So Salesforce, this means that ensures that all custom Apex code works as expected by executing all units test prior to any platform upgrades. Okay. Next one is that it's integrated with the database. What does this mean? Well, it's straightforward to access and manipulate records. So Apex provides direct access to records and their fields and provides statements and queries languages to manipulate those records. Next is version. Okay, so custom Apex code can be saved against different versions of the API. Okay, it's easy to use. Apex is based on familiar Java idioms, so you're used to these. And also, it's multi-tenant aware, and hosted. So because Apex runs in a multi-tenant platform, it guards closely against runaway code by enforcing limits, which prevent code from monopolizing shared resources. Also, that is not added, but I wanted to just go over it a little bit, is that it's also data focused. So Apex provides transactional access to the database, allowing you to roll back operations. It's hosted. Apex is saved, compiled, and executed on the server, the Lightning platform. Okay, and also it's object-oriented. So Apex supports classes, interface, and inherents. Okay. Like other objects-oriented programming languages, Apex supports the object and array notation, the classes, interface, properties, and collections, as you can see, expressions, variables, and constants, and conditional statements. Okay. And compared to other ones that you're more used to, Apex supports also, because it's on the cloud, it develops as an Apex and then it's stored, compiled, and executed in the cloud. Everything done in the cloud. And the triggers, they're similar to triggers in databases systems. Okay. And those database statements allow you to make direct database calls and query languages to query and search data. Okay. So transactions and rollbacks. And as you can see, the global access modifier, which is more permissive than the public modifier and allows access across namespaces and applications. This is also because it's on cloud. And it's does the versioning and customizes the code. Okay. So once we've seen a little bit, we just touched the surface about what Apex is and how it relates to you as a Java developer, for example. We go ahead and see what we offer here at K2 University. This is our course content. So what you're going to learn is how to create and modify objects using the declarative interface, business logic using classes and triggers from Apex, use of SOQL on DML for those personalizations, programmative design for solutions and declarative personalizations, designing programs in multi-host platform, write code to personalize the user interface. And then also we have a sandbox included to test the Apex and so forth, so you can have hands-on experience. Okay, all this is added. Okay, so this is our next course. Okay, obviously they're all instructed by our official certified instructor. Okay, it's 10 to 13 days exactly. This next course is going to be from 11th to 22nd of March, from 6:30 to 10:30. Okay, weekdays, online like you see, and the price is 1,500 euros, and it's a lot cheaper if you compare it with Salesforce directly. So if you look on the Salesforce webpage to have these certifications, to have this exact same class, is going to cost you more than 5,000 euros. So you can see it's a great benefit that we're partners with Salesforce, and we're able to work with them these prices and bring them to you. Okay, this price also includes the exam voucher, which Salesforce doesn't include, for 200 euros. So you can just see that's a win-win situation, because you're learning exactly the same as you would in a class from Salesforce, but it's a lot cheaper, and you also get the platform, and then you get the job placement. So this is the pyramid of your journey, right, to architect. I guess everybody would like to be an architect. And how do you do that? Well, obviously you have to start at the bottom of the pyramid. Okay, most of you already know that administrator is the lower, I wouldn't say class, but the lower step, towards certified technical architect. But if you start here where we are given this course of platform developer, then you're a step closer, right, to becoming a certified technical architect. And obviously developers, they get a lot of requests to work in places. There's a lot of market openings. Okay, there's a lot of demand for your profile. But if you want to keep growing, this is the way to go, right? I mean, we work in a recruiting office, so we know exactly where the demands are. And developer has a very, very high demand. Okay, this is so you could see a little bit of our K2 Connect page. So as you can see, obviously, besides having all other contacts and being in contact with with all other consultants. So you can ask questions, post anything you would like. You also have during the course access to our certified instructors where you can ask them any questions. Okay, so if you're having trouble with anything, just drop a question. They'll answer you immediately. No problem. Okay, that's what we're here for. We're here to support you along the way into reaching your goals of Salesforce certification. Okay. Also, a very good thing is that we have rewards. So, for example, if you refer somebody, you get discounts or you get bonuses. You even get cash prizes, everything. Okay. Also, we're having a trip to Honduras this year, and one of you is going to be the lucky winner. Is going to get to go with us to Honduras and with consultants from other parts of the world. And it's good that you can develop relationships that way as well. Okay, here's a look a little bit of the Salesforce economy worldwide. Okay, as you can see here, this is a report from October 2017, so it's a little bit outdated. Things look even better than they look here, and I know they look pretty good. It's a market for Salesforce here, but it's even better. So what I can tell you that I've been checking out right now in Spain since this came out is doubled. So, but tripled almost. So actually, by the year 2022, there's about 20,000 jobs that are going to be open in the market for Salesforce developers. Okay. Also, in the United Kingdom, I saw that it doubled, and by 2022, there's going to be almost 100, 230 available positions for Salesforce consultants. Okay, this is something that is probably interesting for you, because if you're deciding whether to go with this or another system or another language, well, Salesforce is number one, right? So where are you going to go with number two or number three? If you have the number one, is high chance of getting a job, especially going with us where we have all this platform and all these support around it. Okay. Lastly, we're going to have a look a little bit of salaries in the UK. Okay, obviously you can go and see reports in other parts of the world. You can go to Glassdoor and have a look at it. But here I just put you the salaries in the UK. Okay, to give you an example. So for developers with 1 year of experience, you're going to be expected to make 45 to 50,000 pounds a year. It's not bad. After 2 years, 55 to 60, and you can see where this goes. It just keeps growing exponentially. In 10 years, you're going to be making a lot of money, especially if you keep updating your profile, learning more, getting more certifications. After all this, the way it works, right? More educated, the more you know about Salesforce, better positions and more money you're going to be making. Also, as a freelancer, you can see it's 700 pounds a day. So, it's pretty good for just a course of 13 days, right? Okay, and here we have my information again. Okay, just one more time, David Russo. Can you hear me? Hello? You guys can hear me? All right, now you can hear me. Okay, great. Okay, here I'm sharing my contact information once again. Okay, David Russo from K2 University. You're free to reach me for questions anytime you want, any one of these. Okay, my email, my phone number. I'm always going to be available for you. That's what I'm here for. I just want to help you grow and find the job of your dreams with Salesforce. Okay, so without further ado, I'll open now for questions. And here my colleague Tony, the real expert, we can say, and me are going to answer your questions.
Thank you very much for these insights, David Russo. It's okay, well, we can reach us anytime. We can explain you more details about our course, about our official course in Salesforce with the official instructors and all that. And also we have the job position, so just catch us in the social media. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys. Have a great day. We'll be in touch.